You know, every business has a story. But most of the time you only hear it after the fact, right? Once everything's polished and looks perfect. I want to share a different kind of story with you. One that's been unfolding in the background, quietly, since all the way back in 2017.
And back then, let me tell you, there was no grand plan. There was no clear roadmap. It all really just started with this simple, nagging curiosity, a drive to understand the real mechanics behind a digital business that actually works, away from all the hype.
That journey, well, it was anything but a straight line. I made so many mistakes. I invested in programs and courses that promised the world but honestly didn't deliver.
And I failed. I failed more times than I can even count. It really felt like I was just hitting a brick wall over and over and over again.
But here's the thing about that. Every single one of those failures, it became a lesson. Every setback turned into a genuine insight about what actually works and, maybe more importantly, what really doesn't. So I learned to see the value in all that mess. And slowly, piece by piece, I just rebuilt, making the foundation stronger each and every time. And now, after all those years of being in the trenches, learning, testing, refining, that private little project has finally reached its turning point.
CerBitsDigital is now officially registered. We are legally open for business, the systems are all in place.
And we are ready. We are finally ready to serve and face the public with something that's real, something that's actually been tested.
But going public, it means a lot more than just opening a business. For me, it means being completely honest about the whole process. And that includes the parts that are, well, still pretty imperfect.
For instance, full transparency. I'm still camera shy. This is not something that comes naturally to me at all.
And the marketing, the sales process, the content, it's all a constant work in progress. And you know what? It always will be.
But perfection was never the point. The point is that the foundation is solid. The core playbooks, the system we've built, the mission that drives this whole thing, that part is ready.
And that's why I've decided it's time. It's time to stop hiding behind the build and just start showing the work, imperfections and all.
Because this was never, ever just about building a business for myself. It was built for people who are on a similar journey.
For ordinary people who just believe they deserve to own their time, to have control over their income, and to truly define their own future.
So from today forward, my commitment to you is this. I'm going to share the real journey, not just the polished wins, but the lessons, the day-to-day progress, and the real moments from behind the build.
So this is CerBitsDigital, built since 2017 and officially open now to teach, to empower, and to elevate.
And this all comes down to a core philosophy that we call real talk. It just means every message is a lesson. Every engagement is a form of training. Every click is a lesson. No fluff, just real value.
Ultimately, this whole journey and the entire mission of this company, it really just boils down to one fundamental choice, a choice that every single one of us has to make in the world today.
And it all comes down to this one simple question. Life is about business. You're either the owner or you're the product.